Hello, welcome back. Keep having stuff come up, and then I got no time to do other stuff. Today I was going to start a whole lot earlier, but I spilled a whole lot of stuff all over my table. But here I am. Yeah, it didn't taste like I expected. Well, anyway, what am I doing? Feels like it's been ages since I last did stuff, probably because it has been, I don't know. Oh, if it has been, then my stuff's gonna have disappeared from here. No, okay. Weird. This week went so damn fast. Like the first few days of this week went so slowly. But then the last like 5 days, I mean a week's worth of time, last like 5 days just went by as if they didn't even exist. Done. First 2 felt like 3 times as long as the rest of them. Anyway, what am I doing? Code. So I had an idea of something I could do to test the thingy, I think. Can't remember. Code. Let's have another one. Oh. And that was... Where's the game? Yep. I've lost the game. Oh, that was it there, wasn't it? There we are. More candy. I wonder if it'll work. Nope. And by default, it's trying to run an older version. It's doing that I don't want to refresh thing. There we go. Alright. So we're going to have a look at what exactly is in the data image according to the graphics card side of things. To do that, I need to know what that information is. I have some sort of a variable that's being uploaded. For what be thy variable? Where do I look? God, I feel so off now. Be in rendering. Probably that thing. I remember there was 2 of them at one point. I think I removed the other one. Alright. And then I just want to put that there. Okay. I don't really care what you are as long as you're not updating every single frame. That thing needs to exist on the graphics card side of things. We should put it in the atlas just to make sure. This is going to be an int, but I am not sure. I'm assuming it's an int. Uniform 1F. It's a float. Let's just give it a different variable. There we go. Good old slap. Let's call it a test in. Tested. And testant is what you want to be displaying here. Test int of this. I believe this is what I want to be doing. Other person join, feel free to ask questions if you want to know what's going on. By default, this should be returning a float. So location is this, size is image 0 size, and image is just image 0. I believe that's how that works. And that should display that thingy where that thingy is supposed to be displayed. Buyers beware. There. I have a tablet, drawing tablet thingy plugged in, so I've got one less screen. Layering everything out. That is an active window. That's that. Quite see the information from this thing. Okay, I have to click on stuff if somebody writes a long message I can't read in time. Didoki, draggity droppity, did save, okay, you exist, that exists, everything's being uploaded. What was the variable? Can I call both test in? Nope. Just called that, okay. And refresh. My debugger works a heck of a lot faster without those loops now. Damn. You are entirely correct about this. I feel like I should do that. But then do I want to store it globally, or do I just want to dump it somewhere? I don't know, let's just dump it somewhere. Good enough. Probably. Alright, back to the big old heap and mess. I'll let that finish. Oh, it's gonna pause every time I click over, isn't it? Whatever. So we've got a new thingy which says 79, so that's what's apparently at index 0 as my mouse. So I should be able to just say that thing equals... what exactly do you equal? So we want to know what's in that position. Ideally, position 22. This should tell me this information. Or is it the one before, or is it the one after? Okay, I believe every other number here should be the same. What are you telling me right now? That made me go through all that stuff again. So I should be looking at index 26, index 22. 22 is what image 2 is, so yes, that's right. It should just be log at image 22, image 2. And then that thing should be the first index of this, which it is very clearly not. It should be 3454. 3454. Maybe if I go back one more? Nope. Pause one more. Nope. Oh, damn it. Okay, where are you? So we go 2 bits because it's got the version, the amount of things. Then there are 7 things, I believe. 7 things? It seems like too many things. How many things are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, okay. So you want to skip past the 7 things of data, and then go to the next one, which is the first thing of the first bit of data, which supposedly should have 103 things and 200, 300. I gotta type it in, don't I? Okay, -2, 7, yes. -1, so there's 55 things. Interesting. Why is that 50? I moved my mouse, didn't I? That's the problem. I moved the mouse, so I'm looking in a different direction, so there's different stuff, different mesh visible. Still wrong though. What are you showing? 22. Come on. Okay, one more time just to make sure. Maybe because the mouse wasn't already locked, it jumped to the side or something. Wait for it to be done. Break out. Doop. 21 this time. Yeah, no. Oh, come on. Okay, the heck are you showing again? 95. Fairly certain I had this consistently working before. Whatever. As long as it consistently shows stuff. So minus 95. Right, I'm assuming 0 is yes. Whatever. Minus 285. Minus 25. Okay. Oh. Damn it! Go again. Minus 95. Minus 189. No. 285. $25. $9. 55 objects. 9 lights. There's like 42 billboards or something. 12 billboards. 6. What are 6? Or 6 billboards? I don't know. And then 7 should be textures. No. What? Hang on. So what is vertices? Apparently there's 95 vertices. It seems like a little too few, but sure. 285 faces. Okay, maybe that's faces, that's vertices? Oh, God, what's what? Yeah, faces, vertices, objects. So, 95 faces, 285 vertices, 25 objects, 9 lights, 12 billboards, no, 22 tiles in the, no, 22 textures. Oh yeah, 22 textures. So textures are 6. And 7 is 35 optimization tiles things. Okay. And if I then minus to what I want, Wait. Oh, that's how that works. Okay. I'm just doing this wrong. How do I do this again? Well, first off, I don't care about the tiles. So, we only care up to the Atlas, which is 22. And instead of 22, we have the one we want, which is 21. Shove that in there. So that tells us this number. And then if we go to that number, it should tell us 21, 3, 6, 4, 3? No. Okay, it's offset by 1. It's because of... I don't know why. Because it starts at 0. No, even then. Whatever. Somehow I've done a miscalculation somewhere. I must be starting at the end of the last one instead of the beginning of this one. Whatever. So now that should tell me 3643. Okay, let's start this again. Again. Didn't even need to click. Okay. Very beginning. Let's go. So that -1 is the version 1. -2 is 7 bits of information. So the first bit of information is 95. So minus 95. That's 1. So that's bases. Minus 2, 8, 5 vertices. 25 objects, 9 lights, 12 billboards, 22 textures. And then 5, 6 will be the tile thing, 7 will be... I don't like that. Why are both these numbers the same? So we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 should be the first index of the first thing. And then we put that in there, and that gives us the address for the first texture. So rather than that, oh well, 22 textures, last texture. We want texture 20. So 3, 4, 4, 8. 3, 4, 4, 8. There's texture 20, yes. So if I plus 1, it should be 3. And then 0.046875. Yep, and then same number again. And the next one should be for the next texture? I guess not, I don't know what that's for. Okay. Wait, what am I doing? This one. So that's telling me what I want to know exactly. Great. So now the question is, what in the world does it say if I I put that number on this. So this should say the exact same thing here, which is a bit annoying because I'm missing some numbers, but whatever. Nothing changed. I know I'm missing numbers, but it should have still said something. It's because it's not running, isn't it? Damn it. Okay. This is a problem. I mean, I could log it elsewhere, but that's not the point. Elsewhere seems to work. It's in this one particular location that isn't working. One nice thing would be if that didn't pop up every damn time. So how in the world do I disable that thing? I think it's an off focus in here. On blur. Remove that. I haven't uploaded, that's not going to do anything. Okay, next problem. I need to have the Atlas run every single frame. Which is a bit annoying because it'll only work if there's something to change. So I could just have it always changing everything, I suppose. If I just simply remove that, then every frame, everything is constantly trying to be uploaded. Well, let's give it a go. Everything's constantly uploading, it's constantly running. If it's constantly running, it will constantly be displaying. Little stripy putts. Yeah, I feel like that's logging a whole lot more now. I feel like it's definitely not liking logging a whole lot more. Okay, now let's see what happens if I say... That should still be the same number. We'll look at it 20. 20 is that. But a whole lot of other things is also that? No, 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 okay. Yep, that seems to be correct. Now, let's see what happens if I shove that there. Nothing. Uh-oh. Well, this isn't good. One job. So what the heck are you logging? You are... So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's what that is, which is supposedly whatever the heck this thing is. Did I somehow do this wrong? That is how that's supposed to be. Is this thing wrong? I doubt it. Okay, let's see what happens. It should be 1 if I put in... Hello, people who possibly just joined. Feel free to ask questions if you want to know what's going on. So yeah, that is a 1. Let's see if this is a 1. Which I believe this needs to be a float, so point on. Do you say numero uno? Error. Still uploading? What? 431. That doesn't exist? Oh, it's an int. Oh, okay. I understand why it says it doesn't exist now. weird how it says that instead of a syntax error or conversion error or something. You are saying 1. Correct. Okay, is this still the same thing? Stop, please. Leave me clicking that didn't just offset something. We're looking at 20. 20 is at a different location. No, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the location for the location. Negative 15. Oh, it's saying a different thing though. Well, but it's saying a different thing, so. Refresh again. As long as the mouse doesn't move a damn pixel, everything should be fine. It's showing the red thing again, I don't think it's going to be fine. Negative 15. Am I looking at the wrong number? No, that's where that's telling me to look. Okay, is it because I clicked? I have to immediately just pause. Damn it, I was afraid of that. Stuck in the console, I need to click here for that to work, which means I need to click it, which means it's not going to work. Oh, there we go. Now you're a 0 and you're back to being that number. So that should tell me not 6. What am I looking at here? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Okay, you're not 22, you're 20 this time. And that number tells me the right number. Okay. So that altered ever so slightly. Well, let's just have a little look, see. So I want this to be that, and then I also need to have an extra number be displayed on that thing. That's rather irritating. How do I get an extra number to be displayed? I need an extra one of all of this stuff, don't I? Should just need to do that. And I suppose I could just shift the decimal point. Let's see if that works. If I simply say that, that should just move the decimal point down by 1, so it'll display 4 numbers and then 2 decimals. Great. And it's showing all zeros. Not great. Well, I guess it hasn't happened yet. 3. 3. Well, I mean, that is what that's saying too. That's good, that's good. Wrong, but good. I mean, they're both lining up. So that means something's changed here, yeah. Because I clicked and then I had to do a thingy. Okay, let's try again. This time I click at the damn window, so it'll accept my pause button. Oh, the changing a layer button. Already toggle pause. Hey! That is the correct number. Damn! That is the correct number. So that is the number which this should be displaying and is not displaying. If that's not displaying that, why is it not displaying that? Please don't be a damn quantum error-y thing. error that has no reason to be. So again, it seems like the problem might be in the get trans. I'm getting the trans at T2, which I can see that one, so we'll get number 22. And then after the get trans, we'll get the wrong number. Is there any way I could log that in something that makes sense? Well, I guess this thing. Okay. So that number should be the same one that I was putting in whatever to get this thing. I need to log all 4 of those, so I guess more logs. Let's grab you. You're already afloat. Dump that in here, image 0s, and the ID seems to always be 20. Shove a 20 in there. And that should be coming out with this number. Just so I can do a little comparison. Well, I can literally see. Oh yeah, well, just so I can't, just because I can. Let's dump that there. I mean, that is, but if it, huh? So index 20, this thing should come out with that. Oh yeah. That's why I'm confused. So that should say this number. That in this should say the same as this thing. Doing that thing. Oh yeah, because this one's a float. Feel like I got an extra bracket there, but whatever. No. Okay. Yes. No. Oh, what? ID is not a float. This is this. That is that. That is a float to go into here. This should be exactly what that thing is doing. Oh, it's not doing that. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. But if this... And that's expecting it to be an int, not a float. What is this doing? Okay, no, so this is the full thing I should be putting in. So that thing with an ID of 20 tells me this number. And that thing with an ID of 20 put into here should tell me the same thing as this. Oh, that's my dream. Nope. For some reason it's not afloat now. Because this is not a float. Who knows, let's just assume none of this is a float. Well, I mean, I know that one was a float. And if that one's a float, that one's a float. So it's just that one's not a float. What do we get this time? So that still says the right number, and we get 2, 4, so 20, 3, 3, blah blah, and then we get a 3, which is what this thing is telling me it is, and then a 34, 48. Okay. So yeah, that 3 is not what it's supposed to be. This number is the same as that number, which is expected, but it's supposed to be this number. And wait, am I missing something here? I have two things being displayed on top of each other, don't I? Alright. So my keyboard's gonna work. Yep, great. So we're getting this number. Is it just a simple matter of offsetting the index? Why is this not the same? Five four zero six. 5406. Okay, that's right. Okay, so this looks like it might just be down a level. Up a level? Five 5306. What would that be? So this is what it's supposed to be. 54. 53 would mean it's less than that. Wait, what? 5406. 5401. Okay. So 306. Yeah, we ain't gonna get there with that. I don't think. Oh, there we are. Okay, and it's always the same number. That would be consistent. So this is being ignored? The size is wrong? Well, that could be a thing, I guess, but no, but not if it's... It'd have to be at least somewhat correct to get anywhere close to that number, unless it's just, you know, it doesn't make sense. So that is correct, and that is correct. So we got the right image, we got the right size. Who knows why that thing didn't work? Well, because it's being ignored. If it was being ignored, that's why it wouldn't work. Nothing's overriding it. Okay. Is something by chance somehow overriding this? I mean, it's a uniform that's defined at the top here, so that can't be the case. Then this input's being ignored. No, because I'm getting it here. I'm not adding it as an input, I'm straight up saying data image. should all be fine. Just does a text that thing, whatever. I doubt the problem's with the Atlas, well, because I could literally put in the right number and it works. So it has to be something to do with this. Only thing I can think of is it's being ignored. Or it's just a crazy coincidence making it the same number. Alright, what if I stick a 1 there? So 5306. Five, 3, 1, 1. So this does seem as though it's just moved. Oh, because it's still going. 5, 3, 1, 5. It changed. Now, if we offset that by 1, that should be the same number. Yes. Interesting. Well, it's not doing the... Oh, it is doing Atlas. But it's this thing that is wrong. Wait, where am I looking? Oh no, I'm looking at the Atlas thing. Okay, yeah. So perhaps this has a problem. Oh god. Oh, whatever, this should be doing the same math I was doing over here. So we got the size. Put that on my other screen so I can see it better. So we got the size minus 1, that gives me the version. And then we minus another one to get the index, which is the 7 things. Minus 1 is the version, minus 2 is 7. Index. Yep. And then image array size index? What is this? XY. Don't understand this. I'm getting the XY location of where this would be on the Atlas. L is texture fetch that lets XY location. Oh, okay, I see. So the group that we're not up to the group yet. Offset, we're not up to offset yet. Okay, whatever. So that's apparently giving me the XY offset so I know how many things there are. So that's the length, which is 7. Oh yes, because that's required later on. Okay. So that'll give me 7. Range is 0, index is -1, or minus equals 1, so now we are 1 lower. So this is the first, the length of the first group of things, the index, the first index group. Don't use 4s anymore. So then we are looking for a group. Oh yeah, I'm doing the range things. So group F is float group. So what group do I want? Well, I want the whatever group, which is Atlas's. What? Oh yeah, it's the 6th thing if 0. Whatever. So we have natural path design. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Okay. So 0, blah 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 blah, you do you. Group F is the float thing of that to go through the step. If 0 is... the heck? If this is less than 0, if 0 is less than... if this is less than 0? It's backwards. If 0 is less than that, no. If that is less than 0, then it's... so if this is greater... if 0 is greater than that, then it's true. No? However the heck you work. That toggles it, so if it's not this one, then when we do a thingy, we just ignore it. What is the idea here? So t is whatever, t minus 1. Whatever index, so this would be the first group of things minus 0. The first group of index, no? So this is the first thing in the first group. Times 1 minus t. Okay, so that'd be 0. So xy would just be 0 in this case. Sure, whatever. So that would tell me the xy location to this, which we don't want, so we just 0 it. T. It's there. And then range plus equals texture fetch blah blah blah, the xy location invert. So if this is a 0, then it's a 1. So if this is a 1, then it's a 0. So we're just timesing all this by 0. You are nothing, we don't care. And then we go again and again and again. So each time this is just equaling nothing. How the heck does this work? Is this wrong? Is it outdated? Does that not work? What are you again? Data index. Appears to be the same. Oh, I only have 5 of the... what the heck, bro? Wait, what are you? You are 5. Oh. But that would mean things are not working. I am very confused. Things are working though. Things were working. You only have capacity to have 5 of these things, but I need a 6th one. Tiles is very important. How? I don't... what? I do not understand that. It was working though. That is really weird. So that's why when I offset it the 1 extra time, it's because when I have it's skipping the amount of things that the other one ends at, which is then going to the first thing of the group that's supposed to be at, because that's supposed to be skipping the previous group, which would only be... how many lights are there? 12. I don't... whatever. That's supposed to be this. Let's add 1 more because I know there is more that I want to add to this, and I just got to remember that this thing exists, which... how did anything ever work? It always comes back down to that. Just right in the way there, kitty cat. Just never know. Only I could use damn loops. fairly certain there was another one I wanted to add to this, which would bump it up to 7. Materials, so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I think there was one other one that I probably want to do at some point. I'll just have to remember that thing exists. I really hope this just magically makes things work. Wouldn't that be nice? I have a number offset, but that's just the log thing. Let's see what happens. It's gonna take a while. Oh, that's rather annoying. That kitty cat. You right there, kitty. What the heck are you? I did not add any loops. Was it a bad upload? I did save it. Oh, that worked. Nothing different. I feel like we got some different. No, we got the same number. Alright. Yep. Same number, it's only seeing a 1. Where it's supposed to be a 20. 5, 4, yeah, whatever. And this gives me the 3, 4, 4, 8. Yes. Okay. Well, I mean, that was supposedly something that was completely breaking absolutely everything from working, yet it still worked anyway, so I don't know, maybe that might have fixed something, that it just wasn't a problem yet. Somehow. I don't know. I don't have like a second one of this overriding or something. Are you just wrong in but it... Huh? Didn't I? Wait, what? I'm very confused. I know I did that to 2 or 3 things here. Where'd you go? Okay, I hadn't done it to this one. I know I could just copy paste for the other ones, but whatever. Nope. What numbers are you telling me this time? Same numbers. Same unchanging numbers. Well, I know, but it... whatever. Let's not question it, let's just try copy paste this whole thing. Maybe there's some sort of this minor difference that made it work when it shouldn't have. But why would that be fixing a problem that wasn't fixed? I don't know. Nope. At 5311, as always. That should be changing as this goes, but... Okay, so there's another thing. That number should be changing, but it isn't. Changed then because it did a thing. How again am I getting that number? 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 5311. 53 I am getting that number by saying exactly what the number is I want to be getting. Okay. So I'm looking in the section, and then I'm skipping for 21. Wait, what? Wait, what? You should be this. You're supposed to just be ID. There we go, problem solved. And then another problem I didn't even know existed solved. I'm assuming it worked with that many things, so if it wasn't that, it would. So it's not 0 to 7, it's 0 to 8, because if 7 isn't a thing, then it just skips past 7. No, it's still not working. Oh, I got my textures there though. That seems to be working. That is how that is supposed to look. Oh, it's... Why is that area red? Could it just be my debugger now? Oh, there we go. Okay. Weird. Apology, please. Okay. Is it? It's not shuffled, is it? Shifted? Weird how there's music in my own playlist I've apparently never heard before. Okie dokie. So, let's fix it. You need to not re-upload every damn time, and we need to... I feel like there was another debugging thing I put somewhere. Why is that... Oh yeah, well, the debugging stuff in general. Let's just get rid of that, see if it fixes why everything's green. What? Green? Atlas, yep. Let's just... I already got an else there, I don't need another one. No, that's still uploading. Okay, it looks better. I don't know where the red's coming from though. That's not right. Oh yeah. I got a texture, which is always that. So I had to have access to it. I think. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, but what is being uploaded is 5 things? The heck? Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, not 7. And the ABC image is not 6. I mean, it can be 6. Because this is after it's done this stuff, so supposedly that one should be fine. Oh, but then it's writing it into this. No, you're not writing that into that. I don't know. That should be acceptable. Okay, whatever. Do I have some offsets going on? I mean, I know all these offsets. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 would be 6 things. Perhaps it's just some sort of an error with that. I think there's one other place around with 5, yeah. So supposedly I could do that, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So as long as it's less than 6. And you be whatever the heck you want to be. This goes into the texture slots, which is texture count plus 2. This thingy gets looped back down again. So this should be 0, 1, 2, 2 to 7. And then when it reaches 7, because that would be 6, which would be 8 that it would be trying to do next, but you know, we've got 7 things, then this goes through here, and you get reset back down again. Texture length is -1, so there's no more textures to add. -1? Shouldn't that be a 0? I is equal to textures length -1, never mind. So texture length -1 would be, well, the length of textures, and I is just a total running tally thingy. Every time something goes, yeah, just from the loop. Textures length, so it would have just done the last one, because it goes into length. Length -1 would have meant that. It's on the last one, yeah. So that means it's on the last one, and slot count is a thing, okay. Because it might have somehow gone through, I guess, and not actually uploaded anything? Not needed to change anything? I don't know. Whatever, data image is 0. That's the only thing I could think would give me red, because the data image by default is red. It's only got the one color. Mode is 0, mode is 1, image 1 is the atlas, image 1 is the atlas buffer. Both of them required this. Well, you know, at least that one requires this thing. And we don't need 6 anymore. So the only way I can assume there would be problems is this is not excluding 0 somehow. So 1 is the data, 0 is the data image, 1 is the color. I might have assigned it by default somehow. I don't believe this should have any unique functions. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, 6, 6, 6, 7, 7, 7. Those are all S's, those are nothing, these are all T's. Well, that's not really doing anything. So ideally, this whole thing can be removed. And color is color. So the color is going to be the default color of whatever the heck the image happened to be by default, which is 1 and 1. This is nothing fancy, it's not my function. Alright, if mode is 0, then we want to mix up stuff. Otherwise, we are just drawing it back down to the atlas. From the buffer to the atlas itself. I mean, I could have some fancy toggle system so that never actually needs to be done and it doesn't have to wait for a whole thing. I still got the red thing. Is that image not loading? Is that image not correct because it's the default image? Did I remove it to test something? I'm assuming something's going wrong with whatever's in the first index. Why would it be red though? That would imply that it's not being uploaded or the wrong thing's being uploaded. That's all that can be. And nothing else is wrong. At the very least I should be able to do this again. Okay, so I'm loading all of the assets for all the rest of the stuff. 20 images each. And that's loading perfectly, except it's blue now. What? How did that happen? Seems to be loading correctly, fast lab. It's just that first image isn't existing correctly. But I've got all my textures and it's all loading it, so whatever the problem before was, I have now bypassed that. I can have over 200 textures and it don't even give a damn. I ain't gonna give a damn for a long time. As long as my atlas can hold up. So I just really need to optimize the efficiency of that damn thing. But if I'm using a bajillions of small files, that shouldn't be a problem. The files I do got the large are pretty damn large. But I guess it's fine for the floor or walls and stuff. Yeah. It's just really the that default texture is pretty damn big. So, why is that default texture not correct? Why do I feel like I got a message on Facebook but it's not showing? Okay. So, what the heck is wrong with the first image lock? Has it not loaded correctly yet? Can it not be a temporary image of itself? No, because it should be loaded first. It is an initial thing. Pattern 3. Is it somehow not completely loaded before the thing requires it? I could slap a delay in there, I guess? Where's the initialize? Okay. I'll post it, join, feel free to ask questions if you want to know what's going on. Function. Whatever, mode. Really doesn't need to be done that way, but whatever. No, I won't do it that way. You'll just directly run this. And delay function. I'll delay it. And then I can just dump that there and I don't care about this. Alright, so that'll just give it an extra frame to buffer things, and let's see if that fixes it. I can't see any way that that wouldn't have properly loaded yet though. But you never know. It's still red. Okay. Like some sort of priority system for that thing too. Okay, so that's obviously not the problem. I really don't think it's a problem with it being the buffer image. The buffering image. So I can only imagine it being something in here, damn it. Is it to do with the way that I change things? I mean, it's there, but I'm not. But if it's. So that's. But then if it. Wait. It gets replaced. There. Does it get replaced again? No. Okay. Huh. What is going on with that? Um... Um... Why did you become a different texture? I could only assume that texture is now missing for the rest of the information. God knows where that's supposed to go. It's that size. That size is implying that it's got the wrong trans. So... Oh, that's a way I could test it. Let's walk around a circle while it's still loading textures. I bet multiple of them won't be right. Around... Yes. I'd had to have tried to load it before it was ready to be loaded, but there are some blank ones. Okay, so what does that mean? That means anyone that's trying to load in before it was properly buffered would then be put into the atlas map as the buffer image, but then when it's replaced it still has the buffer image coordinates. Okay. What does that mean? How do I fix this? That means that it's... But then if it... So then... Okay, so how do I get the buffer image? Let's just go through the list. Because the buffer image should just be replacing it with the one that is the buffer image. And pattern 3 should be uploaded by default, because it's the placeholder one. This gets overridden name with the placeholder buffer image name, and said that you're just a placeholder. That way, next time this goes through, if the actual image is loaded from... No. It's... But then so it is being replaced, but it's not replacing the atlas information. No. Because if that's true, multiple things should be using this texture. But they look like they would just simply disappear, and they should turn into that. Yeah, you just straight up disappear. What does that mean? Is it because multiple things were existing at that same place? So... What does that mean? Oh! They could be having the correct size, so it's just doing that allow for each chunk at the top rather than the whole thing. Because maybe it's using the transit thing that's using the template, the default placeholder. But the thing itself was not. I don't know. Well, let's have a look at the loading. So when something loads in, it has the variable of placeholder, it's supposed to move it. So when it loads in, it's loading into the temp files. If it already exists, but has the placeholder variable. Okay. Okay, that could be another reason why they're blank, because it tried to draw an image that wasn't finished yet. So it just sort of corrupted the whole thing. Anyway, so if it exists and it has the placeholder thing, then you're going to be stored in there. Otherwise, if you exist, you don't have the placeholder, then you are what you're supposed to be. It's already been loaded. Don't worry about it. If you are being stored in that thing, what if it's a different format? Ah, damn it. So, but that could, but if it, so this will be looping back through here again because it wasn't a PNG, it's looking for a JPEG or something else. So, you would have a format index, which would be the only different thing, so you can skip down there, but this would still be checking this thing, it still exists, then it would be putting it back in the store. Is there any way that that wouldn't be happening? Somewhere between trying to load it with the wrong format, it somehow got loaded in, and then it's just done? Well, if it's just done, it's done. It's already there. But what if it's the placeholder, but then it didn't have the placeholder? It's a placeholder without the placeholder. I guess? In which case we've got corrupted images again. What would a corrupted image be? Well, you wouldn't have a size, unless it was the size of this temporary stored image. Yeah, and come back to that. In the house every day, but it feels like there's more and more fleas in it, damn it. Where could they come from? I need to do it at least twice a day. I'm not having enough time, it's all gets too late before I do it again. So blah 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 blah. You do a thing and you stick the placeholder tag on it. If it doesn't exist, it loads it in the other place. Oh, what if there's something that's currently trying to load? And then it tries to render that. Okay. That's something. Everything should be going to the placeholders, to the temp files. And only when loaded should it move across to the actual ones. That actually, I feel, would be a better thing to do. Okay. So by default, you would actually want to be in here. In which case, we don't even give a damn about that. Unless you existed here. If you exist here, then there's no need to put that in there. So that can go away. And you're loaded because you're not in the temp. Okay. But everything else would want to be stored in the temp files. Okay. You'd want to delete that because it was never loaded. You are in error. Unload. So this would want to smooth it. If this stored temp file, we're going to assume it is the temp file always. So that can go away. You are just assumed to be temp files by default. Wait, no, what? Files, yeah, it gets dumped into files under that name and deleted from the temp files. Did it again. And you just get deleted. You will be in the temp files. Okay. So you're always removed from the temp files. Yeah, always put into the temp files, then remove when found, when loaded. Okay. I believe that should be that. So we want the type as a texture. It's just so I can copy paste this around real easy. Originally. So, scene files, texture, this thing. If it exists within here, then it's already loaded. Don't worry about it. Loaded successfully because it was already there. And then go to load the next thing. Scene file temps. If it's not that, then we want to load it. So we want to load a new thing. Blah blah blah. We make that a new image. Then image is the image we just created. If that is undefined, then it's a 0. I know I could just say equals 0 on the end of that, but whatever. Reasons I don't like that. So format will be PNG. It's a 0, so all that gets skipped. Blah blah. We get the source, type, format index. Sure, why not? Blah blah blah. And then it will try to load it. When it loads, or when it has an error, because generally it always has the error first. Well, sometimes. Ignore last 404 because I can't get it to not display that error. So temp file gets deleted and try to load again. File format +1. So now it's looking for 1, JPEG, blah 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 until eventually it works or errors out. If it errors out, then fail to load, whatever the heck that thing was. Delete from the temp files. Plus load state 0, it fails. Files loaded. Load the next thing. If it succeeded, then it loaded. If it loaded, then we want to move it from the temp files to files. Type should be in that. Weird. Did I remove that accidentally? Or had that never been there? Scene files, texture, this texture, from scene temp files, texture, this texture, delete, temp files, texture, this texture, you have loaded, or you'll finish doing your thing, you create a thread, create a thread, yep. Then, load state 1, it was successful, load the next thing. Okay. Let's see if that magically fixed something. Doesn't explain why it's this. Just don't question it. There is no damn reason. I don't have enough information, and I probably will never have enough information unless I undid all the way back there and stared at it blankly for many days. It's red. Why is it red? I mean, that's a question. Why is it red? The only reason I can think why it's red is because that's what the data image is. But the data image doesn't have that much data to be that red. Also, nothing else loaded. Oh. Alright, well, I don't want it. It looks like that is being overridden by multiple different things. Interestingly. That is also trying to reference this thing. Yeah, so it's definitely something to do with whatever the default texture is. Okay, and nothing else was correct. So I'm assuming nothing had loaded at that time, so it would all become the default texture, which means all of the things were wrong. Why was it loading some of them in sometimes before, though? I don't know. I mean, it seems to be loading things in. Is it? What is this? 3411. You ain't needed. Suppose I can get rid of this stuff. Oh, was there other things there I made? That as well, I guess. What was I looking at? Nothing. Just wanted the logs to go away. Scene dot files. Yep. Files. I'm assuming actually all the variables for temp files exist. I don't actually know. Textures. Well, we've got the ABC. Do we have pattern 3? Pattern 3? We do have pattern 3. Wish I could see this. Well, that's interesting. Whatever that is. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, so it must be something to do with, obviously, this. So, textures pattern 3, placeholder 1. I'm literally just saying that. Because by default, that's supposed to be a placeholder. Okay, and then scene textures, that's what it's supposed to be loading, is equal to pattern 3, which is a placeholder. Oh. Well, that's another problem. Because I don't have that extra exclusion in here, it's going to be seeing it and then not trying to load it. So if that exists there, and that not placeholder, maybe that fixes it. Because that straight up wouldn't be loading anything because it's already there. Okay. Hey, it's better. Okay, so we're back to that being a thing. I mean, that was only the pattern 3 because it was the placeholder thing, so why is it red, I guess, is the question. Why is it now that thing? Let's try moving around while it's loading. Okay, that actually all loaded in correctly this time. The only thing is that. But I don't see that missing from here. There's no place where it isn't missing its texture, there's no place where it isn't missing its normal map, or reflection map. So that is entirely acceptable, I guess? I mean, it's still got that error, and I don't know why. I mean, it should just be straight over, just dump in the information. Okay, how about this? This, pattern 3, Atlas, index is 0, yes. And what? I don't even know where to go from that. Atlas index is 0, yes, okay. I was expecting trans information, but that's not stored in here. This would be stored in multiple atlases, which like that sort of thing. Okay. So if this thing is this thing, and this thing is that name, and that name has an atlas in... No, okay. Why would it be placing this image over the other one? It would have to be doing it because the atlas index would be the same, so it puts it at that location. It wants to be updated, but it already has an atlas index, so it uses that, and it's the wrong translation information. The only way it could be the wrong translation information is if it's been packed already once before. Something. I don't know, let's have a look. So you'd be doing the thing, and you would be pattern 3, because you're a placeholder, blah 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 blah. When this texture suddenly exists, because it's going to keep referencing the same texture which is undefined, and then when suddenly it becomes defined, it doesn't do this anymore, and it should be a texture which has never been seen before. That never been seen before texture would go through the atlas indexing and updating. So it should just be dumped through that, get prepped. It's never been done before, there is no reason. I mean that, I guess, as long as it... if atlas index is equal to -1. Then it gets given a new atlas index? Otherwise... No, either way that happens. Okay, so it gets a new data put through here. So yeah, if it already has an atlas index, then it will be pointing to the wrong thing and the packer won't do anything. No? The pack is happening anyway, but it's already got an index, so it doesn't... Well, the packer is unbiased. Anything that goes through that should just be packed. It's simple. It's simple. So it goes through all the textures, the texture is packed, continue. Okay. So it's packed, apparently, which would be happening if it was going through that condition. So if this condition was already happening, it would already have this thing would already be saying it's packed. If it's already packed, it's not going to pack it again, so it's required, because I guess it needs to be put into the atlas or something, I don't know. Either way, that would be stopping it from going through this thing. But how? Because I am not seeing glitchiness between multiple things here. This never uses a texture from the wrong thing. And that never uses a texture from the wrong thing. So the only one that knows about it is... But then if it... Okay. So that is just a visual error? And that isn't actually being used, it did get packed. How did you exist here? Where did you come from? Why do you exist? Everything else was placed correctly, I'm assuming. I don't know. Things are in different positions. I don't particularly know why that is. I guess because I wasn't looking in the same place at the time I did load the images. Yep, that's why. Okay. That happened there. It gets the texture before running it through the thing. It's not running it through the thing and then getting the texture and then putting the wrong texture down in the wrong place because it thought it didn't exist, then it suddenly loaded halfway through running. To be... So it's... Okay. I don't know. It's leftover data? Oh, that's possible. Okay, what if I move this in here? Because before it was just uploading everything every single time, as I accidentally found out. So if this is doing an amount of things, and it has more than 6 things, then it would be doing some amount of things, and then, like, 6 things, and then it would be doing, like, 1 or 2 things. And that's why I used to have a variable saying how many things it was currently uploading, but this one would have leftover information that would be re-uploading things which now have the correct image, or a different image, which means it does like an instancing thing. I don't believe it does that, but perhaps clearing all of the slots every frame before dumping it through fixes it. Clearing them all up before loading them all back in again. I don't think it should create any extra lag. I have that as an II loop, don't I? I think that didn't break. I assume an A is A-OK? Good to say. Now that would be a good use of let. I could just say let I, and then this is the I for that, not the I from this, but the I from this still works from this stuff, but not that stuff. I'm assuming that's how let works. That's not right. Music's still playing. It's still crash. It's an infinite loop. It can only be an infinite loop. Oh. It's been one of those, right? Eyes in here. Oh, that's an interesting one. Oh, because it's only uploading the last one now. What does that show? So everything's just got that, I guess. So it must be using the red for the normal map. Normal maps. They don't normally have a red color, do they? No, they do, I guess. Because that doesn't go in there. how does this go? So I want this to be anything that is, if this triggers, then all the leftover ones I want to be that, okay? So let's just plonk that back down. And then I want to do this again in here, but only from, so that equals this. There we go. Wait, yes, no, what, huh? But that's, so this is, but if this is, so if it doesn't exist, it's getting the slot of 6. There's my problem. That's why I used to offset these things. 0 is undefined. So 0, we don't use it. That would be what fixes that, I guess. I loaded hecka fast. Actually tried to load it without console on the floor. We still got the red, but the red should stay there. Yes. Damn it. Okay, then that's because maybe it's still trying to mix it in even though it doesn't exist. Perhaps? Because it's still using all 6 slots, even if it doesn't require it, as long as this is a thing. So I need to say this is -1. If that is -1, by default, I also feel like I need to offset that by 1, maybe not. Let's offset there. Yeah, should be fine. Then over here, we just need to have an extra mix thingy. Oh, T is already. That's it for T. So this needs to also be there. Didn't I make a thing for that? Value ramp in. Okay. So I think if I put this here with, if it's true, then it's T. If it's false, then it's 0. And B is depth 0 ID. So if the ID is less than 0, then this is false. If it's false, then it's T. Whatever the heck that... So no, I want that to be the other way around. If it's false, then it's 0. We don't care what T is. Well, either way, this should look interesting. Six, 7. It's either got to do the inverse of what it's supposed to do, or it's got to do what it's supposed to do. Whether or not that makes a difference, I'll never know. Excuse me? Oh, is that not a... It's rather annoying. We got it all up and running again. That's weird how that like wobbles. Like it's a triangle, and that's how an equilateral triangle looks. Every time you look at it from that angle, it'll always be correct. Ah, about damn time. Well, what do I do now? I don't really think too much past this point because that took so damn long to do. So many problems, so many unforeseen things. But it was all understood and got there in the end, except for that thing that wasn't understood, and I don't get it, and it should not have ever worked because it was never correct in the slightest at all ever in any conceivable way. Yet there it was working as if all the numbers were exactly what they were supposed to be. So let's just not worry about that one. Why am I on Facebook again? I really feel like people are going to be messaging me any moment. I'm very actually surprised they haven't. Yeah. Bloop. LOL. Oh, I'm so neglecting my grip. I almost got 50 damn things to approve. Anyway, so what the heck am I up to now? I guess it's the factory things. I feel like I should re-render those from a higher up perspective as I am currently at now. I could have multiple perspectives, but that means I gotta load a heck of a lot more models. The problem with that is, like, the only thing I really care about that is just this thing. So really I should have a packer. Where all of the normals and whatever images for all of the stuff is put into a smaller atlas image. Packages all up. The 20 views, 20 normal maps, 20 specular maps, 20 reflection maps into one image, so I believe that would make it go a heck of a lot faster, because these are unbelievably tiny images. The problem here, I'm assuming, is it's just the validation and stuff that it requires doing as it goes through this. Or maybe that's as fast as it goes, I don't know. I mean, I suppose it is all loading it from the server, so it just depends on the limit, but they're too damn small. Although I haven't compressed them. So they could be a heck of a lot smaller than they currently are. Not sure about the normal map though, I mean that's sort of needs all of the detail it has. Can't really compress normal maps that well. Anyway, so I suppose connecting? I gotta make a factory do something, I guess. I mean, there's lots of minor things. We've fixed the billboard light so it excludes being lit up by the thing that's attached to. That atlas thingy, sub-atlas thing I was just saying about. I won't worry about this thing being so damn unoptimal until it becomes a problem. which, as long as everything's relatively the same size, it shouldn't be a problem. Like things that are really big there, could cut them down. I mean, it really doesn't need that much detail. It's basically noise at that sort of scale. I could just have like a whole lot of chunks of it that it randomly picks from or something. That'd be interesting. It'd have to have a custom shader though, so nope. What if I still got that alpha problem, but that's something to do with that texture in particular. Okay. I don't really have an excuse, do I? Okay, so how do I go about doing that? Well, the first thing I need is the exotic ingot, which that thing was supposed to be. Really doesn't look that good at all, does it? I guess because it doesn't have a reflection map. Let's give it a reflection map. Where's my models? Model. That one. Nope. Is it... Nope. That one? Hey, there you are. And just button for this again. Oh, there it is. Well, seems quite laggy. Stop that, please. Oh, because I don't have this pause. Okay, let's fix that. I don't know how I managed that to go backwards in time. Still very laggy though. Oh, that's just blended because there's a bajillion things to be animated. Automatic pausing. Turn you back on. And we want the exotic ingot. That was the older exotic ingot I used. Maybe that would actually look better. No, that's right. I was planning on making it look different as it went through the different things. It really doesn't work that well though, does it? Because if the ingot gets used directly, then it acts like iron, but everything else has to be mixed, and then it comes out as an ingoty looking thing of the material it's supposed to be. So the iron one has one less step than everything else has, and it just doesn't feel right. Like, you should have to do something with this to turn it into an iron ingot. But no matter how you do it, it's always going to have that one less step, unless there's some other default material you can mix with it. In which case, there's always going to be one less step. I mean, whatever. What does an exotic ingot look like? Maybe just Google it. Let's Google it using that one. I feel like I spelled it right the first time. Oh, metal. Yeah. Exotic ingot, what do you come up with? Okay, I wasn't quite sure what I was expecting. That was definitely not it. So it just looks like silver. Which is actually what I was doing. Shiny metal. Except I was thinking about the black shiny metal. It's just what shape should it take is the question. I mean, I feel like this shape's a much cooler looking shape. What the heck is going on? Let's just try doing it with that. Oh concrete car. You've got a shine by default now. Let's just give that a go, I guess. Backside. And, boot. Oh, I've got to give you a name first. What did I call you before? Oh. Run. Yep, it's running. Images are imaging. Alright. Oh, well, that's going. It's going a heck of a lot slower than it was last time. Cool. You need to be loaded in, because you were being excluded because you were loading in differently. That can now just be loaded in the same. Go away. Wait for that to be complete. I think it's done. Draggity drop. For it to upload billions of images. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'll do the sub thing on it though. I mean, unless I have a different mode on the Atlas Packer thing, so it packs it, but then if it, so no, I'd have to have like an override UV coordinates within the texture information. And I'll just have a relative coordinate offset to get to where it is within this thing. So what is the relative size you want to change by, and what is the relative location you want to change by within that packed image for this particular thing. But then how would that work with the... Yeah, I'd have to add metadata-y junk into it, I don't really know. The way this should look nicer. I feel like that looks nicer, but it's missing a bit of the shine here. What's going on? Is it not shiny? Is the material set up wrong? I know concrete works. That's what concrete is? Okay, maybe concrete doesn't work. Well, I know metal works and all that sort of stuff. That metal material. Right, that's not even connected, so it's just this part. There. Spectre. Wait, no, what? But, huh? What? But, no, what? Huh? That's for a model to be exported with, not for a material to be rendered with. Right? Why do I have this as a texture? Yeah, so it's gonna be exported. Okay. Oh no, that one was never meant to change. Oh, I just undo. No, you need to stay as whatever that thing was. And you are whatever you are. Did I undo that? Oh, okay. That should be fine. If I undo it one more time, I think it removes exotic ingot. There we go. So that's where I should be. But I gotta go to the toilet, so lined up somewhere nice looking, I guess. That will do. Be right back. Back. What else after? Huh. I don't remember how to do this. So it should look something like that. It's just just do this. Do I get? Oh yeah, because the spec is just okay. Delete that. Delete this. Why are you gonna sit on the cables? Like, there's a whole half of the table right now with no cables on it. It just sits on the side with the cables. What? Um, building what? Yeah. And that's what that is, so maybe that's a bit better. This came from the metal one, so I assume that is very glossy. Probably we won't even be able to see the texture, but let's give it a go. Click that, run this. Can't right click run anymore, because no reason in particular. Let's wait for that to finish. Caramel chocolate. It just tastes like white chocolate, but like a little bit better. I guess the white chocolate is the slightest bit of caramel flavour. That's important. Hold control and scroll goes through time. What was that, kitty cat? Sure. She's standing over my mouse now, eating me very menacingly. She's about to claw my face off. I have another one. It's a very small packet, I don't mind if I eat this whole thing in a day. How many, how much money do I have on here now? $2,300. I think I need 5,000 or something to be able to draw. Yeah, I would like 15. So upset when she's on the table. As soon as she's off it though, she's perfectly fine. Why you no shine? Heck, bruh. It's all shiny. Maybe it's mixing with the black material because it's so dark you can't see? Okay. What was the lighter one? There's that one. Go again? It's loading all the rest of the textures. I don't see why it wouldn't be loading this one as well. At the reflection part of it. Done. So the light at the top mixed in. I guess there's not really that much of a color difference. Oh, it's still alright. I guess because it's not rounded. The normal's just too boring. Yeah, okay. If that's what you want, it's what you get. I'm assuming that's probably enough. You go again. Make my group a bit well away. Wait, did he upgrade that? Did he put a proper carpet in? Oh my god, that looks so much better. Oh, I gotta check out this guy's thing. Well, it's not a tutorial, it's just a...
Hi, welcome back to a new tutorial part. We want to build this scene.
Oh, it's the damn...
And we start...
the image of what he's building, not what he's actually building.
So... 10,000, then it will be absolutely sharp. That here is a low texture.
I'd be so excited with that for a moment. I thought he finally improved a bit. The final bit has so many problems in it. Like, that carpet is just, you know, it has none of the fur on it. It's just literally a plane that with an edge that's been beveled and dragged down. That's it. And then he's just like, I guess, cut the texture out of this or something like it. And then that light on the side, that light there, he does not have a source. Like, it doesn't have a thing attaching it, it's just simply floating there. I don't think it even has the light bulb thing, it's just literally a point light just sitting there. A number of other things around the place. The couch looks like, I don't even know what it looks like. It's got big seams all over it for his texture. It just doesn't look that good. But that looks nice. If only it actually looked like that, the final thing. Get the heck on out of here, bro. More time since he's tried to post something, though. Just gotta wait for this to upload now. I mean, yes, that looks bad, but I feel like there's something... Nah. I mean, it shows she put a lot of effort, she's trying real hard, but not quite there yet. That skin shade is terrible, the hair looks a bit off. I mean, I understand it's anime and it's supposed to be stylized, but it's not rubber. It's anime. You can go halfway between, making it look like a real material, but it's not that material. I feel like we're gonna be a bit of a shine. No. I mean, it looks better, I guess, but there's not enough there to see the highlights. Just to make sure that this is actually doing what it's supposed to be doing. Does this go shiny? I mean, just looking at this, I want to say no, but I should check it out first. A plain mesh into a graphical mesh. What does that even mean? No. Just modeling tutorial? I mean, I never know, maybe it's okay, I gotta check it out. No. I put a lot of work into it, the grass is trash, the dirt is trash, doesn't have enough world in his world in a way. Like it's, yeah. The camera is wrong, the lighting's wrong. I understand what the lighting's supposed to be, but I feel like it's a bit off, I don't know. I could make excuses for days, but that's too many excuses. Okay, that might actually be good. I hate this guy's intro. It's one of those things where when you made it, it's like, oh my god, this thing's amazing, it's great, it's the best of my best. But in perspective, it's trash. No reflections. What's going on here? Why aren't you shiny? It's literally the same material. What? Why is it? What? I appear to be undoing the mesh undoing the model rather than undoing the mesh. Oh no, there it goes. Okay. Alright, I like the bevel on it anyway. So what the heck is missing here? What am I should be rendering the glossy. It's from the glossy's roughness, I believe. No, it's just glossy. Texture. What does this look like? Color, normal. This will always be the same. Reflection. And roughness. So we need that to be a heck of a lot lighter, I guess. Wait. Reflection... Yeah, it's just the inverted roughness. And this shouldn't have any roughness. The roughness is glossy. Glossy is this. This is... just that. I don't understand. Well, let's have a look at something else. Iron pipe. What the heck are you? There's lots of other junk around here. It's not been used. It is literally the same thing. The only difference is one has that diffuse. Okay, try removing the diffuse. That or something's broken. I don't remember how to do any extra tricks. Oh, I know what's wrong. I'm not applying it within the model itself. Yeah. Did I already do this to one of them? Stop. up that. Huh? I just don't want to upload images. Let me just get rid of these damn bots. Who the heck are you? This guy. Got this guy. How many people does it say here? 4 people here apparently. Okay. What else we got? Let's refresh that one. Messes up all my tabbing. That guy. And Pickle. Who the heck are you people? You look like you should be a real person. But I feel like maybe bots are just doing generic copy-paste things. Yeah, maybe this thing's doing the bot thing, I don't know. Always watching. That means... I don't know. This feels very sort of body. For someone who doesn't seem to have done anything in a long time. That literally just happened right then. Yes, it did. Yeah, you're a bot, aren't you? Where's the following the followers stuff? You just... is that just not even a thing anymore? I mean, you got a whole lot of followers, but where or who are you following now? Either way, I feel like you are most totally a bot because I feel like you've been in and out of my thing for a couple of days now. And have been here multiple times before I'd even started and I hadn't been on for a few days. Botless with you? What the heck is going on? What the heck am I? Whoop. Okay, who's next? You're all clearly bots because I'm the only one viewing me right now, I bet. Oh, you actually might have stuff. You could be real. Christian streamer. What does that say about a person if that's the first thing you see about them? I'm a Christian. Yeah. I feel like you're not really real. Okay. You got scheduled streams. I feel like they're probably recorded. Oh no, they are varying lengths. probably real. Oh god. I'm assuming you're not in my chat right now though. No, thing's also stuck. Oh damn it, now I'm gonna put all my tabs back in order. Oh, whatever. Oh god. Yeah. I'll leave you there for a bit, just in case. If you're clearly not there right now. Who are you? A heck of a lot of followers, no streams, no videos. You ain't real. I just want to put that name in there multiple times before. Next one. Yeah, well, I don't even have to look further inverted than that. So, you ain't real. I'll probably make some sort of thing that checks to see if they've followed that, and then just remove anybody who's followed that, but that would have to be some sort of a dynamic thing. Nah, I can't be bothered to get into that. Reset the chats. It's gonna let me. Never know. I don't want that. Nope. 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 Do it again. We gotta find out why my damn chat does this. Oh, there we go. Back up and run. And boop boop boop. There we go. Refresh. Now that you're actually using the reflection maps, damn it. Definitely looks a lot different. And the question would be, is there any color? But I think it's going to be pretty obvious. But if it... Okay. I mean, it's not going to be under a different name here, but... How did I mess that up? Oh, because I messed that up. Yeah, that would do it. Get that. Well, it tried. Alright, I gotta drop. Away we go. What the heck? Still slightly does the stepping thing, but yeah, so that's down to the normal map, to the stepping and the texture. That's already new. That sort of sucks. Whatever. Undo this damn thing. That's probably far enough. Okay, so you're back to how you were. Maybe one more until that color goes back. There we are. Oh, that's the pipe. You know what, let's just do this. Copy. Paste. Hide. Clickety-click. I mean, I can still see the texture. That should be 100% reflectivity. Can I still see the texture? Actually, I don't know. Maybe I need to dial that down a little bit. It's not too far. Yeah, like maybe there, a little bit further down. Like, I feel like I want to see the texture underneath, but maybe I don't. Unscript. Back to judging people. Okay, it's interesting. There's nothing particularly wrong. It's obviously a whip though, which I don't like. At least, you know, that's how I see it. It's an Eevee damn render, probably. He's got a decent amount of detail and stuff. It looks like he's actually pretty good. But yeah, that's a whip. Texture terrible. Glass on the eyes looks really good. But I don't like how it's so whip. Oh, he's got a breakdown thing. Okay, I'll check that out soon. That damn guy. Should probably be proving things too. That rock is not a good rock. Everything else there is pretty good though. Did he do his glass correctly? I've got the feeling that's not correct, bruh. Maybe? How did he do that? Oh, it's the reflection. It's glass. It's a reflection, not a transparency thing. I think. It's all distorted and weird and not right, but that. I think he's got a plane as the background, and then he's put the plane on as like a reflection map sort of thing where the whatever is. It's not a damn Eevee thing, is it? The texture's a bit wobbly. Top there, squished. It's like it's just bent. But I could be seeing something else there, I guess. The leaf is when it's a leaf. Like that leaf in particular is not that good. That one's great. And I think that one's the same as this one. It's too papery looking, like it doesn't have sharp. I don't know. I haven't done studies on leaves, but I feel like it's wrong in some way. That thing looks like it's got no depth of field, where that thing looks like it's a bit blurry as well. Probably just out of texture and stuff. Okay, no, that looks pretty nice. I like that one. That one's pretty great. That looks a lot better. It's that seam down the bottom there that looks off. He doesn't bevel it. There's not enough beveling going on. This is all beveled. That's why it looks great. Connection patterns, glasses to clean. To clean, yet still too dirty. It's got perfect glass, but then the inside's just got like a texture on it. He hasn't distorted the reflections or anything. That would have made it look so much better if that had scratches on things. That would have made it so good. Oh, I really don't know. Oh, it's the VX. Never mind. Oh, I know. It's actually this guy. Did he make this though, or is he just sharing it? Like, I can't imagine he didn't make it. Got his art stage, but it's always the same damn thing. I don't know. I can't approve that one. I don't think it's good enough to be approved on its own right now. Refresh. Oh, that's interesting. It's really annoying how it does the flickering thing though. And it does it really bad. Okay. Do I just need to turn it down a whole heap more? Or is there something more going on here? Let's halve it. Try again. Come on. There you go. I mean, that looks pretty damn nice. Gotta check this guy's thing out. It's not a nice sound. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I'll approve that. It's not the best, but it will get likes. Oh. Yeah, I like that one. I'll get in. I don't even have to look at that one. No. Let's just completely remove that guy. I don't know. That damn guy takes all of my energy just to go through like one of these damn videos. He's got so many of them now. Low poly. Low poly is it's an art style, not just slap decimate on things. It's got decimate and subdivide on it. And then another decimate? I don't know. But low poly does not mean lazy. People keep using it like it's low poly, it's lazy, it's quick, it's easy. No, that's not low poly. That's trash. Generally. Unless you actually know what you're doing. I mean, I guess I should... No. No, if that's the quality of each tree, I don't think I need to see these below. Oh, Bluetooth. Still lost a lot of stuff to load. I don't feel like that's any difference at all. Okay. Maybe that's not what I'm doing. Okay, now I gotta know. What happens if I just slap that all the way to the side? Also, what the heck was I just listening to? Not that, obviously. I mean, it's a thing, I guess. Nah. Nah. Lost a lot of stuff. Am I on YouTube right now? I messed with my settings, didn't I? I'm not sure if it's kicked it off again. That says I am. That's the thingy to get to all the stuff. That's that. I was trying to make it so I could put it into a playlist once it's been streamed, but there doesn't seem to be any automatically put into playlist button. Okay, it doesn't say it's not. Okay, it's all good. Now that one of you is me probably just then. I don't know why count me as a thing, but I'm assuming. Oh god. Those poor people. I uploaded right. Refresh. Ooh, it seems darker, although it shouldn't have even loaded it yet. Okay, I don't feel like I see any difference then in that. I mean, I guess maybe where'd it go? It's darker on the bottom now. I'm assuming if I did that, I'd have no lighting information at all. Like, you could see it's dark, and that's also the normal view. I don't know. Okay, let's slap it all the other way and see if that makes a difference. What? Let's just leave a little bit, just 1% or something. Now. Yes. You may pass. That's a blindingly bright hallway, but you may pass. I approved a thing. Hooray. I really cannot get, like, should I approve this? Is this advanced? I mean, it's basic. I mean, I guess he's got the materials down, but no, I'm thinking of it from the perspective of a noob. I mean, if a noob posted this, he's got the materials down, that's great. He could just be using a library or something like that, but either way, he's got lighting, he's got an environment for it. That black is too much of a black, though, I think. But then again, strings... dials seem very off, though, but it's basic. There's no scratches, there's no... It doesn't belong in a world that's too clean, unless it's brand new and it's a production-y sort of a thing, I guess. Yeah, sure. I don't know, it is exactly what it is, and you... depends on what you're trying to do for if it could be better or worse. I think I'm just going to approve it. I can't quite judge it. He has done a good job. It is an advanced job. I don't know what an advanced job would be for that sort of a thing, so let's just go for it. Just add. What are we this time? Exactly the same. Okay, it was all an illusion. Nothing had ever actually changed. I did actually upload that one, right? Let me check. I'm fairly certain I did. Yeah, I skipped through files like a madman, so I'm assuming so, yep. Well, it's supposed to be the glossy inverted. Am I doing that correctly code-wise? I appear to be. That's all it should be. Okay. Well, that did not change anything. Doing that one way or the other. I didn't seem to be changing it by changing the color. What exactly is this then? It's the not roughness. Okay. In which case, what is glossy? Why am I not just baking out the gloss? I am baking out the glossy. Why am I not baking out the roughness? Why would I not be doing that? Why is my... I can move my mouse down, but I can't move it up. What if, let's try it. Well, what is a roughness bake? Obviously. What is a roughness here? So I have roughness as the dispersion of the light. So the roughness of the light hitting it from the real-time light's reflections. Not as... Well, yeah, that's what roughness is, okay. And then glossy is just a mix of that. The inversion of that. So if there was no roughness, it would be 100% glossy. That makes sense. But why am I baking glossy then and not roughness? Maybe I'm baking the wrong thing. How do I get that menu back again? Kitty cat wants some different food. Is there a roughness? Well, glossy is what I was using, so let's just try turning that to roughness. Rugness. R-U-U-G-H-ness. Rogness. Everything else is capitals, I don't see why this wouldn't be. Oh, how does the roughness work with this? Is it this roughness? Or is it the glossy roughness? Neither? Oh. It's 100%. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, in that way, I don't even need that then. Because I'm not using glossy then. Unless glossy is for that and roughness is for... I mean, roughness should be this. And glossy should be that. In which case... that should be this. And I'm assuming this is the amount of glossiness. Oh, that's the amount of glossy. Okay. Is that actually glossy color? I can deal with that. So I would want that to be that. and roughness to be that. We don't have any roughness currently. What would that look like? Let's just bake it out and see what happens. So we got that darker, we got that as whatever that is. We can also have a texture as the roughness is for both of them now. Right, yeah, sure, whatever. Run. Let me just go give the kitty cats food. We're back. Uh-oh. Unexpected handshake response. No? I think that's fine. What do you have to say about that? Is my server going to kill itself? No, just fine, just fine. I think how sometimes you just immediately get viewers. At all, ever. Did I upload? Did I save? I rendered? Upload. Into a location. Let's refresh that as well. Yeah, the only thing that would make the guitar better would be if it was in a scene. What? Okay. Other person, John, feel free to ask questions if you want to know what's going on. Fresh. Yeah, I'm just immediately left because I had Facebook open. Yeah, with us. Hey, that's better. That's the reflection of the light. So yeah, it definitely needs a little bit of roughness to it maybe. So it doesn't do a big old circle on it. There's a nice blurred whatever. But I'm fine with that. Okay. Okay. I can make those look a lot better now as well. Add some whiteness to it. As well as the shine. Like that. And that just looks like a chunk of marble now, doesn't it? With that texture. I don't know, what is an exotic ingot supposed to look like? It's not a real thing, I don't know. I'd also like it if that thing was just sort of spinning while it was there. Let's do that. Can I do that? I think I can do that. Can I do that? Just gonna try anyway. And I think that should just literally be as simple as adding to its own. It's a diddle board, it doesn't have a rotation. I just give it a rotation. ABGA dot route equals 0. And then I just am I doing a modulus here at any point? I am not? Huh. Okay, this is confusing. How exactly would I do this? I assume I'll just add it onto here. I can plus, minusing's the tricky thing. So I should just be able to do that. And then just slap a plus plus plus. So it goes 1 degree per frame, 24 degrees a second. I have no clue how fast or slow that would be, but let's give it a go. I feel like that actually would be mildly quick. Oh, not that quick at all. That looks pretty damn trash with that frame rate though. That's not good. Yeah, I'm gonna have to modulus thing. Rho equals rho modulus 360. It's going up, not down. It should be positives, not negatives. It's only saying negative there because it minuses from the total amount. 9? 19, okay. There you go. None of that. None of that, flickering. Damn it! One day I'll find that bug. Fine, let's make it go real quick. And the quicker it goes, the better it will look. Felt really inconsistent for a moment there. Closer to it. I'm happy with that. Definitely better further away. Yes, hello there, kitty cat. Yeah. Okay, great, great. Yes, on the right side of the table. There you go. Could've put you there, couldn't I? What next? I did a thing, I made some stuff work better textures, fixed the Atlas updating thing. Technically, since the last update I've posted, I've also done the preloader thingy, so it does the whole buffering slots and temporary textures while it loads in the ones it doesn't have. I feel like I did something else to it. Oh yeah, I've just optimized this crazy like, so it's a heck of a lot better now. Should have well more performance. You know, if you just ignore that damn browser lag. Oh, I thought I had a spike. It was just... yeah, that then. Spike was a bit late for that. Performance is increasing. That should not cause performance to increase any more than it was before. Unless it's because I placed the box. I don't even give a damn. Okay, okay. I have no clue why that seems to be going up and down. Okay. Well, yeah, I could do conveyor belting systems, I guess, so we can put components, have them joined together. Yeah, the main problem with that is I need an input. I need a wall that is an input wall is the idea, and it will pop stuff out of it. I wanted it so the thingy moves, but I'm not going to be doing that. Okay, so I'll have to create... What if I... So that would be... And that would then... But then if the... Okay, so... I just have a slice of this stuck to a wall. That's basically what I get into here. So it would just literally be like this, except in the wall. And it could just be moved back. Yeah, I could do that. Okay. Really annoying how when you unhide it by that, it unhides all of the hidden things too. Just want to turn it on as it was. I don't want to add everything. Is it frozen? Did it die? Did I know? Is it? Okay, so... Yeah, I just want to slap some inputs on it, I guess. Input. Still do that, huh? Let's move that really close. Relatively. A little bit more. I'd like that to have a little bit of an edge to it. Enough. And then... where exactly your position is a bit irrelevant. So... just slap that thing on. How much of a side is that? I can't see the side on top. That's perfect. Okay. File export. What? Done. And then I need to load it. So that should automatically get loaded but hidden and not added into the scene, so I just need to add it into the scene. It's just called input. Unless you're loading everything. Oh no, yeah. Cool. Input. And then we want to make input the same interactable as all the rest of the jump. Hello again. Are you real, Mr. 1 FPS? Let me know. Yeah, so you should be getting the same things the combiner's getting. Objects. I'm assuming. Okay, so yeah. You get the mouse down, you get the mouse over, and you get the same tick update. The only difference is you cannot be deleted. Let's tick update. How do I do deleting? I suppose I just need an extra option to say no. That would, I guess, be on the mouse down, mouse overs. Mouse down with Q. And not indestructible, however you tell how you spell that. Indistrustable. Job done. And job done. So you're now indestructible, but work the same. You can be created, and you do a tick update. Your thing will be the exotic ingots. Which supposedly is going to be this thing. I need to build a template thing for that. Okay. I'm assuming over the sides there, everything's just blah. You have a mildly different tick update. Just plug that there. How do you work? You are exotic ingot. New billboard sizes, whatever. Scene rendered objects. This is the thing to be rendered. Oh yeah. So I'm gonna need a rotation variable for this. I don't care about any of that. No. And then this is what you do to the textures in the tick update. So that should just literally replace that. So yeah, we've got a rotation now. That's there. And we do this now. Oh, that wasn't doing the subtle offset. No. So you should actually also be doing the subtle offset. Wait. Oops. I put this into combiner. It's supposed to be in this one. Well, actually, no, you still want that thing, though. You adjusted this, just without that. Everything else here should be exactly the same. Okay. So you got it created with a rotation. And then you get that music. That goes straight up, just override that. Oh! Thanks for the follow! Also, hello, feel free to ask questions if you want to know what's going on. Modulus in the rotation now. That's just subtly different. And was there one more thing? I feel like there's one more thing. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Oh yeah, you are exotic ingot. Job done. Upload. What did I break? Error. 1152. 1151. What? Because it's not a combiner and it doesn't have the default combiner information. So when you create combiner, you are what now? When you mouse down on the cube, you create the combiner with, wait, input is added here, you just dump it into the sim, don't you? Do you? What? Yes. So, input is this, and you require this information. Don't have a tile. Oh, that's a problem. I guess you'll have to have a tile, but that tile's not going to be an actual real tile. That could cause some problems. You can't be deleted, so that's irrelevant. I'll have to define your tile manually. You are not deletable. Oh, they're deletable. It's already got deletable. So I don't have to worry about instructable. So, pass down indestructible is irrelevant because deletable is the very next line. And I guess you need a location. And a trans. No? Don't need that. Okay. So, you are not connected to anything, even though you've only got one side, but let's not worry about that. You do not have a connected direction, although the connected direction is always going to be an output, but whatever. Your tile is a tile that does not exist, but I'm using objects, so it doesn't matter. You would be at what? Assuming 0, 0 is that side, then this should be -1 x. No, this should be, so if it's 9 across, what's half of 9? What? 5, and oh, that could be so much. Wait, but we started, but if it, so that is, but then if, I mean, what? Why is this confusing me? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That must be the middle tower, so we've got 4, 5, yes. Basic. Can't even. I don't even know. 5, -1. So it's 1 back and 5 across, so that'll put it 1 outside behind that tile there. That's what it's supposed to be. So when I try to connect it up, it should say that the connecting location is a valid location, but yeah, I think I might have a check to make that not work beforehand. Let's do it like this. Oops. Both ways are valid, but whatever. And yeah, you're an object, so you just spontaneously create this location, job done. Okay. I believe that should be all good, so as long as something can be connected to it, then everything should just work. Start pumping out the exotic ingots. Okay, it's appeared. And it crashed. Crashed? Crashed. I didn't click, did I? Oh, I might have clicked. Oh, that's annoying. And I sort of have to make that mouse lock up. So I guess I move to the side and then click. There we go. Okay, you don't even like a mouse over. Stop. Uh-oh. 851. Let's have a look at this. 850. 1. Huh? 852. Sorry. 852. Property 0 of undefined. Tile is object tile 0 plus offset, object tile 1 plus. Oh, I haven't assigned a tile. Thought there was one more thing. It's a very damn annoying sound. Could you stop that, please? Object tile 5. What the heck am I? How does this? But if that, then this is. So this would just be an ID? In which case you are just this. And why does that minimize every damn thing in the thing? Oh, it didn't. That's nice. It's unminimized a few things. I believe that's probably how tile works. Is that how you work? Yeah, that's probably. Why not? Do I still have those up? No, I don't do them. So, oh, I clicked. That's an entirely different problem. To the side, and then you go. Should both load the same texture. Let's have a look at it before I mess with it. Oh yeah, there we go. That looks reasonable. And then it didn't crash. But if I, oh, it's all good. But yeah, that's not highlighting it like that does, so it does not like its location. It only crashed when I clicked initially because it didn't have a mouse over yet, so it didn't get any information from it. Highly different problem. I'm gonna have to move the spawn point of the player over a bit so that doesn't continually happen. Wait, what? I got some comments on a thing. Wait, what? There we go. Play location -60. Okay, and then we're gonna fix the inputs. Inputting. So when you do the mouse down. Mouse down, the thing itself is allowed to be off the grid. Oh no. Okay. So it's when I mouse down on it, and it's not deleting, so it does this, which actually should also be in the mouser. So when I mouse over it, you need to get the normal information of the previous whatever thing, blah 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 blah. You get the offset. The offset should be telling it to be moved forwards in the direction. So it should be +1 or -1 or whatever the world translations are. Into one of these things, and then that thing should exist, but it doesn't. So, well, I guess let's just ask what the heck is tile? I suppose what's offset as well. So I can compare it to some things. Probably should put an object ID in there as well. So I know what exactly I'm mouse it for. Did not. I offset the position backwards. Wait, but that, because if that, but then. But, yeah, okay, sure, whatever. the grid locations on this are not world locations. But they would have to be because of... It's in the wrong world location. So that would never work anyway. Which is probably what the world's going on here. So yeah. So that's -1, -5 because we're in negative space because no reason in particular. And then -1, 0. So it's moving it back in the x-axis. Which is what I would expect. Severe dimension problems. And that thing is a string. Okay, so you want to be an array. And it's moving it back in the x-axis, but it's 5, which needs to be a, yeah, looking at the other one, we need to do that the other way around. So your position is -1, -5, so you need to be positive, no, you need to be 0, -5, -6. Wait. What's here? 2, -5. Oh, that's after doing the offset. Sorry. Okay, how about let's not include the offset. Do that. And obviously I have my XY flipped. And that is not a string. That would be a 0, I think. Oh, okay, that's why it was offset. So yeah, you would be a 1, and you would be -5, -6, -5, because it's. Let's just have a look. Clean that up. I believe you should still be loading. Make all this the same length. Disable. Okay, put a thingy here. Where is the thingy? So you are 0, -5. And then you'll be 1, -5. No, so you would be -4. So if I had something here, it's, yeah, -1, -4, and something that's going to cover up the other one. Let's see if inside of this. So this is 0, -4, and that will be 1, -4. Where exactly does, if that's a, yeah, I'll check that out. Does it do the highlighting? Yes, yes it does, okay. The square is just 1 over because it's 1 over. Great! Where are you? Up, down, all around? You're down. In which case, everything is perfectly acceptable. I am assuming. You have to click though. Let's test that out. So you're just full. And that should correct the problem, so that's not that. What happens if I click actually? I don't create a clear belt. It spawns there and moves over there, okay. But hey, it spawned, it moved. But it was not rotating. Maybe I just didn't sit there for long enough. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. Why did you stop rotating? Oh. It only rotates while moving? Sure, why not? That's interesting. I can't disconnect it. It's a whole other problem. So as long as they move, they rotate. They really need to rotate a bit faster, don't they? Okay. Up the rotation speed. So that's the input tick update, create a thing, the thing's got a tick update, where it rotates. Oh, I didn't have to that's what I was, no, what? But it is rotating. Where does object rotation come from? Wait, is it rotating or is it just moving past me, which is altering its rotation? Yeah, I think that's the case. Okay. Slap that in there. That'll do that. Okay, and then that means that's a thing, so it's not some weird thing where the tick update stops when it stops moving, it just perspective shifts. And now being able to connect and disconnect the conveyor belts from the wall, that didn't work because the wall was in negative, invalid space. Which should be relevant. To fix that, I need the second mouse down, mouse down, mouse over. Both of them. And you need to check if that location is a thing. If it's not a thing, the first you need to check to see if it's a valid tile or not. So it being valid is irrelevant. Irrelevant. If it's connected to something. If it's not connected to something, then it's relevant because you're trying to build stuff outside the bounds of the factory. Can't do that. You can only connect, disconnect. So so if it's that, if it's not that, or that. So if it's within, not outside, or there is an existing thing there. If there is an existing thing there, then you go through, yeah, there is an existing thing, so you go through what? I mean, if there's an existing thing, I don't give a damn. Not sure what that does. Oh, out, there we go. I could break something else. Wow, some sort of an exploit. But you never know. Yeah, there we go. Why do I seem like I'm quieter than I was before? Is the volume being turned down? Spam the bot. Oh yeah, that's definitely louder. Okay, somehow my volume got turned down. You never know how that works. Sometimes happens, sometimes doesn't. No. Hello. That's not. Oh. I only did it for one thing. And the mouse over. So that should be creating it. So I mouse over, you do the thing. If it's outside the bounds of the shop, or if there is something, then go. If there's not something, if there is something, if there is something, and we don't care about that, then you shall be placing what? The highlight join. Did I not save an update? Apparently I did. That works. That does not. That works. That does not. I assumed this would be the problem, but because that's a different tile? Hang on. What is this tile? This tile is including the normal offset. The normal offset is not going to be any damn thing, so that's irrelevant. That's irrelevant because we're looking at it from the top view. The top view does not have a normal that is in these axes, it's in a different axis, so this would be 0. If it's 0, then it's wherever the current conveyor belt is, which would be a valid place, ideally. I'm assuming. So if it's a valid place, and not existing? Oh yeah. Because if I'm on the side of the conveyor belt, then it's one tile over. If there's nothing on that one tile over, then whatever. If that one tile's outside, whatever. Else, if... Oh, okay, so we're at the not exist. No, we are at the existing. So it's existing, and this thing is this thing. So it is itself. So if the tile I'm looking at is equal to this object's tile, just in case I happen to have the wrong things flipped around, I don't know. It's just the case. And then we want to build the highlight join thing, which is object B. Why am I messing with object? Oh, it's locate. Never mind. Blah 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 blah. So I'm seeing whereabouts I'm selecting to see if it's within the ranges of the selection. If it is, then we get the offset, and we add that to the tile. And if that tile exists, if there is something in that existing tile, then we go ahead. Why is that not working? I don't see how that shouldn't be working. What possible reasons could you have? If either of those are a thing, so we've got to have some sort of an offset, otherwise we don't care, yeah. Okay, well, what is tile? And what is on that tile? One, -4, undefined. Pretty damn sure that's exactly where you're supposed to be. Did I not place that where exactly that was supposed to be? Okay. I'm like, what? I flipped this around, but I didn't flip that around. There we go. I really should just do this. And boop. I don't have to update after that. Didn't really do anything. There we are. Oh yeah, I've only done one half of it. So all I did was comment out stuff, right? So this part should all work fine. If there is something there, so this one, then we don't give a damn about if it's valid. I can get rid of that log too, I suppose. There we are. I just sent it into itself. Yeah, I really shouldn't be able to be done. And clicking on that should connect, I guess. Alright, there you go. It should still output one though. There we go. Oh no, they're all locked up. Okay. Is that just never going to go down because there's always one there? Yeah, okay. I think it's just always going to spin around in circles like this. It's supposed to be one goes out sideways, one comes down, one goes out sideways. No, one goes up. So one goes across, one goes up, one goes across, one goes up. But there's always one on the other side, so it can't do it, so it goes out this side. Okay, who the heck are you on FPS? Blooping in and out all that madness like you ain't even saying anything. We ain't even here. That's very annoying. Is it because this isn't up to date? Refresh. No. Who did? No. Pause, please. I pressed the button on the thingy, didn't I?
YRB. Where you?
Oh, you are actually. Oh, you're hosting. You have a heck of a lot of followers.
French beard थी भाई.
DevOps engineer, what the heck is that?
Sorry बोल रहे हो.
Haven't streamed recently. No videos.
Because of my French beard.
Just hosting the guy. Are you real, Mr. What FPS? To the bot list because you keep joining and leaving, it's annoying. I'm assuming you are not real. Because no damn person on this site is a real person. Here's my bot list. What did I just do? Alright, I'm almost done now, I think, anyway. So I got that working, so now we have a source of raw materials to output. The next thing is to... Was that the song? Is that something else? I don't know. The next thing is to be able to add them to the combiner and have like a back and side inputs and output the necessary components. I have all of the basic stuff for metal, except for the MacGuffin. No, I do have a MacGuffin. The MacGuffin's just a cube. I think I made it look weird in some sort of way. I don't know. I feel like the MacGuffin was just a box, basically, because of the way that works. It's really damn annoying. Let's do that. So yeah. The MacGuffin. Why can I not see this? Oh. So yeah, that turns into... So we have an iron pipe, which doesn't go on anything, iron plate, pretty much is what it is. Iron rod, which isn't quite right, I really need to change that one. Mechanical... Oh, iron frame, so rod plus... 2 rods plus 2 plate. And then iron gears, and then iron gears into that makes a mechanical component. And then 3 mechanical components make a mechanical MacGuffin, which is just going to be a box, you only see the outside of it. I'll probably have some sort of engraving thing on it or something. I don't know, maybe it, you know, the simplest thing to do would just be insert. Bevel. Oh. Yeah, bevel. Oh, it's because of that, okay. Yeah. I just want that edge. Damn it. We have to manually select it. That doesn't quite work, does it? Grab you, grab you, XZ. The right dimension? What? Why not that way? It's the direction. Why doesn't that work? Just skip the step song. It's weird. I think this one's extra weird. Nope, okay. Hello, poster, join. Feel free to ask questions if you want to know what's going on. Yeah, how do I do this? That should really work. Why does that not? Because that, okay. What? My friend. That'll do, I guess. Okay, and then Beverly Bevel. What? It's not. Or I don't know why, I feel like it would just look a bit nicer that way. That'll do. Clickety click, what are you? Mechanical MacGuffin. Bike. Alright, I'll wait for that. Actually, no, I don't even need to wait for that. I have no use for that right now. But anyway, that just shows it a bit of a definition, so that'll be baked out, put in the thing, ready to go. What's next? Yeah, so having things connect to different sides of the combiner, and having different outputs, so that all works. Then I got to make it so the combiner can be rotated, different perspective. Are people actually joining now, or is it just more bots? Okay. Never quite know. Is that joining or leaving? Where are you going? I assume you probably just like refreshed as soon as you got here. Yeah. And then the rotating of those things. So I can orientate things around, so I need to make a rotate button, which I can't remember what I was going to do for that. I wanted it to all be on the mouse, so it's just... I don't have a right click yet. I think right click to interact or rotate. Why was I there was interacting again? I remember something about it interacting. I could dynamically figure out what exactly is going to an input or an output, and if it has the right amount by just having conveyor belt. Conveyor belts can only have one type. Wait. I mean, technically, there's nothing stopping a conveyor belt from having multiple things on it. But, I will just, but then if I, so then if it, so how would it, because you could, in theory, but if it messed up, should I only have one type of resource per conveyor belt? It makes it a heck of a lot more simple. I feel like the conveyor belt itself should change to show what resource is on it then, because that'd be cool. Yeah. Well, anyway, they can just connect to the side. It knows what it is. It knows if it's got enough because it just receives something from all different inputs, and then it spits out its output after a delay. How do you know if it's running? I could just have it spit out immediately. I mean, does it really need to have a delay? I mean, you could just have sounds. I guess I could have like little ball particle effects, but like smoke or something coming out. I could have little flashy lights and the texture changes. I don't even know. I could have the mesh itself like dance. Go all cartoony. I don't know. So many possibilities. Very hard to see a pipe side on. Wait, are my pipes fixed now? Yeah, I think they are. Yep, okay. Sure, why not? Is there actually anybody here? If so, I'll continue, otherwise I think I'm gonna go watch a movie or something or other. I've done some things. Been here for however many hours with no viewers. It's a bug on me, it's just a piece of dust. Alright, well I'm guessing there's nobody here, so I think I'm just gonna go. Yeah, so that's what I'd be doing next time, unless I think of something else. I mean, I still gotta fix the normal maps, those still glitch out a bit. And, I mean, the Atlas thing's all nice and good now. I can have a bajillion textures and I just don't care. I really gotta optimize that thing. Okay. Are there people joining or what? What is this? Am I just not seeing chat messages? Or is there nobody here? Oh, it says 2 people now. Supposedly there's somebody else here. Let me know if anybody's staying around. Or anybody's real and want to see more. Want to ask questions or something. So I've been here for 4 hours already without a viewer, as far as I know. I thought this used to be a good time to do streaming. Yeah, whatever. What else is there I can rant about while I wait for maybe a possible reply from someone? I gotta get that thing working. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make gameplay things when I come back. I still don't know how I'm gonna do the zooming out thing. I mean, I could literally just have it. No, I couldn't. But then I could but then optimizations. So it really depends if I want those, if I need those optimizations or not. I mean, I'm able to render everything, assuming billboards don't cause too much of a problem. Everything here should be. What am I seeing? Why is there things changing color? What are they? What the heck are you? What's moving other than the billboards? The billboard shouldn't get its information. Oh! Ah, the texture indexes of the billboards. That's what that would be. Okay. Atlas is going fine. Priority loading system. That's what I should build next. Okay. When I come back, priority loading system for textures that have not loaded yet to do a priority of textures that are needed right now. So, yeah. That should be a fairly easy thing to do to get started. That should be good. Okay. I'm gonna go now.